My name is David Small, and I'm about to quit my job. I've been working with this organization called the Free Burma Rangers. If there's some IDP in K7, okay, we go to K7, we do a mission there. They can do it in K5, in Karenni. They can go, where's the big need? Okay, we will go. From the time I was 2 years old, almost hardly walking, I was on ice skates and I was skating, and every year we would shovel off, my dad would shovel off an ice rink. If God is real and God is pursuing me, what is my response to that? Sit here today and to think about leaving the Free Burma Rangers is hard. I want to invite you along in this journey. I don't know where it's going. I don't know what the end is going to look like, but God does.
Right here. Let's go back. Mickey.
One, two, three, go!
On my first mission into Burma, I remember very clearly I was feeling out of my element. I was going to be leading my very first mission on my own as the team leader, and was feeling a little bit anxious and afraid and wasn't sure I had what it took to be able to lead this team onto a mission. And we were going to walk a long way up to Machi in Karenni State. And we started the first day of the movement with Dave Eubank and his group, and we crossed a Burma Army controlled car road, and then we split directions, and we both stood at the intersection counting off our team, making sure that everybody was down the trail. And then Dave stopped before I went down after my team, and he went down after his team, and he stopped and shook my hand and he said, "I trust you with my life." And I remember thinking, what? Who says stuff like that? Like, what kind of thing is that to say? But it empowered me and emboldened me to go and lead my very first mission. And since that time, I've run a lot of missions with the Free Burma Rangers. And today, I want to share with you about this organization that has helped me grow up, that has initiated me in the ways of Burma, the ways of operating in a war zone. And I want to share with you the 11 principles of leadership defined by the Free Burma Rangers. This is a class that I've taught many times to our new students, and it's a class that all Rangers get, and the lessons that all Rangers learn and learn over and over and over again. And so in order to understand and to get a glimpse of what the Free Burma Rangers is all about, I'm going to share with you the 11 principles of leadership. Principle 1, help the people get the news out. This is actually the mission of the Free Burma Rangers, to help the people in Burma and to get the news out. Helping the people is limited only by the creativity of the Ranger teams. It can look anything from being on the front lines, helping people in need, getting attacked, helping people flee. It can be helping people move to a safe spot, or doing medical programs, children's programs. It can even be digging trash pits or toilets to make a village better. Getting the news out is the second part of the first principle of leadership. Getting the news out is shining a light on what is actually happening in Burma. There's not a lot of great news coming out of Burma these days. And so all Ranger teams are trained to do interviews and shine a light on what the Burma Army is actually doing in its country.
It's a sprint between life and death that's gone viral. 12 seconds that showed true sacrifice to a world searching for hope. Now seen and shared by millions. Dave Eubank of the Free Burma Rangers told CBN News why he risked his own life to save the 6-year-old Iraqi girl.
For love, I'd want someone to save my kid.
Principle 2, don't be led by comfort or fear. We can easily let comfort lead us. Wanting to stay in bed a little bit longer, not wanting to get up to do PT or take a bath in a cold river in the middle of winter. We can let fear also lead us. Fear of getting shot, fear of dying, fear of the unknown or not having what it takes to be able to accomplish the mission. And so at the Free Burma Rangers, they don't want to let comfort or fear lead them or guide them in making decisions. They trust love to make their decisions and God to make their decisions. Before I could quit my job, I had to go and meet with my leader, whose name is David Eubank. And David Eubank started the Free Burma Rangers many years ago and has been my boss and mentor and leader for the last 10 years. And so I went out and met with him at his house and we had a great chat, and then we decided it would be best to meet with the rest of the staff, the leadership group from the Free Burma Rangers, and kind of share why I wanted to leave and what I was hoping to do. And I had a mentor who I was meeting with, and he advised me to leave beautifully. If I'm going to be leaving the Free Burma Rangers, if I'm going to leave my job, then do it beautifully. And that word caught me off guard, because at first I kind of thought like, yeah, you want to, make sure my side of the street is clean and just kind of take care of my own business and leave and do my thing. But to leave beautifully was a bigger challenge and a bigger opportunity to make sure that when we left, and if I decided to leave, I would leave on good terms. Principle 3, when you are afraid, ask for love and go in the power of that love. This principle is important because it points out that we will be afraid at times. It's not that fear does not exist or that Rangers never feel fear. It's that when we are afraid, we ask for love. We remember the people that we are fighting for, the people that we are coming to help, the people that we love whose land is under attack. And we let that love empower us to go and serve people. We ask God to give us His love for people so that when we go to the front line, we can help people.
Trying to plant the rice here, help this old lady plant the rice. And the Burma Army just opened up on us. This lady comes up to me with a sack of rice, and she said, "You planted it." Last year, about 6 months ago, this lady, Naltrage, was trying to plant rice. The Burma Army fired her up. We went to help. We got fired up. Joseph helped me plant a little rice. She went out late at night and kept planting more, and she came back and said, "This is the rice that you helped us plant." Wow. So we thank you for praying.
Principle 4, lead by example. Lead from the front. People depend on you. Rangers train hard. They train and they do a lot of difficult things so that they are able to go to the places and show the example, show the way. There's a motto or saying in Burma that Rangers lead the way. And so the FBR teams, they try to train, they try to show the good example of how to do things, even in the small things like throwing trash into the garbage or building a trash pit. They try to lead the way. Principle 5, always be prepared. Ranger teams undergo a long training at the Free Burma Ranger training camp. This 3-month training, followed by a 1-month relief mission, they learn many, many different skills. And this was something that I was responsible for helping to lead and train and build up our teams, come alongside our ethnic leaders for the Free Burma Rangers, and was a big passion of mine was to help develop and build up our training. And it's at this training that our Rangers prepare themselves to go out and help, to go out on the field and actually make a difference in people's lives. And so when I met with the staff and when I met with the team, I explained it to them like this, that it's not a divorce. It's not me kind of separating myself from them, but rather it's a child who has been in your home, has grown up and learned from you, but now is ready to leave home, ready to do their own thing. And so it was with that kind of mentality that I went in and shared my vision with Dave and shared my vision with the rest of the team, and ended up deciding that it was time to leave the Free Burma Rangers. Principle 6, pray, think, act. This is an important principle for the Free Burma Ranger teams, where they're trained to learn to submit themselves to God. God has a better idea than we do. God has a better plan than we do. And so we want to put all of our plans before God. And then the second part, God has given us a brain. And so we need to use our brains and we need to think through the different options and the different plans. But then the final and the most important part is we don't just sit around talking about it, but we actually go and do it. I'm going to pause here from the principles of leadership, and I'm going to just bring you up to speed with where we're at in this process, because I met with Dave and I met with the FBR staff, but there was a pushback that maybe we could build this new program, this discipleship school, underneath the umbrella of the Free Burma Rangers. And so we went back and forth a little bit about that process to see whether or not that was something that was possible, that we could do, what kind of deal breakers I had, what kind of deal breakers they had. And as we talked about it, as we worked through it, we decided that it's probably better if we split ways and we remain friends, we find a way to work together, but that I am free then to go and build this thing on my own and to build it with the team that has chosen to follow me and do this. And so it was with that kind of mentality, then I wrote a letter to the Free Burma Rangers staff, and I just thanked them for the last 9.5 years of service and officially clarified my position that I am now leaving and finishing my time there, ending my job. Principle 7, do the best thing even when it's hard. The Ranger teams face impossible decisions. When Dave Eubank had to run through a hail of bullets and ISIS sniper fire to rescue a little girl, this is an impossible decision. He may die doing it. But what is the best thing? If it was your child stuck against the wall and that needed rescuing, wouldn't you want somebody to go and do it? Absolutely. And so Ranger teams are trained to do the best thing even when it's hard, even when it may cost their lives. And for me, I've learned through the Free Burma Rangers that this verse that the Apostle Paul talks about, where he says to live is Christ, to die is gain. It has to be real. When I live, I will live for Jesus and I will follow him, doing my best. And if I die, it'll be gain.
And I think whenever you're terrified, you should first ask, am I supposed to do this? Ask God that, not yourself. Ask God. And if he says do it, then ask for love. Because when you're really scared, you need love. And when you have love, you'll do anything for anyone. So love is what makes you really brave.
Principle 8, be humble. Ask and give forgiveness. None of us are perfect, especially our Ranger teams and our leaders there. And we all know that we're going to make mistakes along the way. And therefore, we need to ask each other for forgiveness, and we need to give each other forgiveness when we need it. Principle 9, tell the truth at all costs. There's a lot of things that the Rangers do that could get them into trouble if they tell the truth. And yet, they're taught to tell the truth at all costs, that the truth is very important, that the truth is vital. And even if it might get you into trouble or might cause you a problem with the authorities that are trying to block you or catch you, we are taught to tell the truth. Principle 10, When people are in danger, stay with them. This is one of the greatest things that the Free Burma Ranger teams do. They stay with people who are in danger. When there are mortars or airstrikes or ground assaults and people can't escape, people can't get out of the way, the Free Burma Ranger teams are taught not to run away. They can't run away. If the villager can't flee, the ranger teams don't flee, and they stay with them right till the end. Principle 11, pray for your enemies. This may be one of the hardest principles of leadership that the Free Burma Ranger tries to instill into their teams. Pray for your enemies. The Karen people have been attacked by the Burma army for 75 years. Lifetimes of people have been living under war. And yet we ask them to pray for the Burma army, to pray for their enemies. Even when my friends have been killed by the Burma army, it's so hard to pray for our enemies. And yet Jesus instructs us to pray for our enemies. And so the Free Burma Ranger teams are commanded to pray for their enemies.
I thank God that you're not dead. And I thank God I'm not dead. These 3 soldiers were actually part of the group shooting at us. Last year we were planting rice at Nalthage's field. But they said they didn't like what they were doing and they fled. And I thank God for the KNU that had mercy on them and took them in. And we pray for their new start and a new Burma.
In the future, maybe I'll just stay with my family. Even if the new military that protecting the people that coming up, I will be like helping with another one.
Wait, you know.
All right, go on. Go on. You got this.
You got it.
There's some video clips that I can't show for security reasons. And a part of that is the community of the FBR headquarters. There's so many people that I wish I could show you, and there are so many video clips that I wish I could share with you of the staff from the headquarters, just the shenanigans, the things we get up to, the laughter we have, the things that we share together. But for their security, I need to respect that I can't show their faces. I can't show certain clips of them because they're still doing the work of the Free Burma Rangers. And these are my friends. These are people that I've spent the last 9 years together with. We've had a lot of laughs. We've made a lot of great memories. We've dodged a lot of bullets and we've done it together. And so to sit here now and to think about not working with them, not having these laughs, not having these adventures together anymore, it feels really sad. And I'm gonna miss them. And I hope that, we can still work together, but I'm afraid that I'm gonna become so busy trying to organize the discipleship school and they're swamped trying to work in Burma and do their jobs. And I'm just afraid that life will happen and we'll drift apart. And so I've kind of made it a part of my plan is that it's going to be up to me to reach out to them, and it's going to be up to me to maintain those relationships because they're super important to me. They're my friends, they're my family, they're my community. And when we have people like that, we need to fight for them. We need to fight to be a part of their lives and do things together and fight for joy in our lives. And so I've decided that a big part of my effort moving forward is going to be maintaining those relationships with all of my friends at the Free Burma Rangers headquarters. Next week, we're heading into Burma and we are going on our very first mission. This is going to be a new and exciting opportunity and experience for us. But the whole purpose of this meeting is we've got a meeting set where we're going to present our school idea to someone who's going to make the decision as whether or not it's approved or not. And so we're super excited about that. We're super excited that there's another step that we can take. And we were talking and laughing the other day just because it seems like every day there's a new challenge. Every day there's a new headache. Every day there's a new obstacle. There's warfare coming against this. And so we're fighting against it, but we're still taking steps forward. And we're super excited about heading into Burma next week, and tune in on the next episode to watch the first mission.